Hey, it's the Fosters After Show on AFTERBUZZ TV. Tonight we're breaking down Season 5, Episode 13, called Line in the Sand, and here to help us do it is Nandy Martin, who plays Poppy. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Hello, hello! Welcome back, everybody.
Hello.
Ladies. We've got Nandy Martin in the studio. Thanks for being here.
Thank y'all for having me.
Of course.
So
We have a big episode coming
Yeah.
up to talk about. A big episode you were part of, too.
Yeah.
Thank God. Let's do some intros and we'll get to it. I'm Jeffrey Masters, and I tweet from Jeff Masters1.
I'm Hannah Prichard. I tweet from @TheHotShotDude.
And Steph.
I'm Stephanie Giorgi. I tweet from @StephanieGiorgi, but y'all know to find me on Instagram @TheStephanieGiorgi.
Yeah. And Nandy, where do you tweet from?
Instagram.
Oh.
I actually, Instagram @Nandy Martin or Twitter @NMartin21.
Fantastic, fantastic. So the episode starts, Poppy has moved into the Foster's house
Yes.
this season.
Yes.
We later find out that they added one more. We'll get to that, I guess. But I just cannot believe we're adding one more kid.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
No, it's so
Yes.
crazy. Oh my God. It's like a full house now. I mean, it was before. Now it's
Yeah,
even more
it's
so.
fuller.
Yeah.
The sequel.
Fuller house. Yeah.
Did you have any idea what a recurring role you'd be when they cast you?
No, so it's so funny because like when I got like you get the email saying like what it's gonna be, I didn't even see that it was gonna be like co-star, guest star, nothing. My sister was the one who was like, what is it? Like, is it recurring? Is it? And I looked and I was like,
Just
oh my
kidding.
God. No, I know, right? My real sister. And I look and it says recurring. And I was like, oh my God, this is huge, you know? But I had no idea that I'd be on more than 2 episodes.
Oh my
even.
God.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like, it's just better not to like jinx yourself
Right.
going into it.
Exactly. Yeah. So I was just like, I mean, okay, well, maybe like 2 episodes. And then they kept asking me to come back and it was amazing.
Wow. So when did you start filming all of these episodes with the current storyline? This like 5B that we're in?
5B, I believe that was over the summer, I'm pretty sure. Like over this, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, it was like over the summer towards the end of the year, and
So
it lasted like the end of the year.
2017. Okay,
Yes.
I ask because the storyline is so unbelievably current.
I know, yeah.
and we
it's
remark on that
insane.
every week.
Yeah.
So it's like just the foresight, knowing this was coming up and
Right,
wanting to tackle
right.
it before it was a
Yeah.
main issue in the news.
Yeah, and it's actually, so who said it? I think I saw an interview, Maia Mitchell, she was like, it's so crazy how everything really is so current.
The
It's
entire
like,
series.
yeah, the entire series. And she was like, I don't know, like maybe the writers have like some sort of like telepathy, like they probably know something, but yeah, everything's so current. It's crazy. It's
is.
insane.
I also can't imagine like this skews for a younger demographic, like as a young kid being able to see, you know, about DACA and Dreamers
Yeah.
and deportation and to have that more personal connection because I like
Right.
these characters so much.
Right, yeah.
I didn't have that growing
I
up.
know, no, none of that. There weren't
It's
shows
wild.
like that
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
back in the G day.
Also, somebody in the hallway before we started just told me that I didn't realize that Rotten Tomatoes does TV shows also.
Oh,
but
wow.
that The Fosters is on there, and it's the only TV show that has a 100% rating.
Really?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fabulous.
I
It
had-
really does hit like all demographics.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no reason for anyone to
But
watch it.
100%.
That's crazy.
Like these things can fluctuate when people add reviews. So if this changes, don't at me.
Yeah.
But like for now, that's amazing.
It's amazing.
Wow.
That's, yeah. It did, 91. Ooh, 97?
Wow.
97.
That's crazy. I feel like Rotten Tomatoes is like they're really hard on rating.
Yeah.
So.
I'm harder.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. So in this episode, we found the parents.
Yes.
Your character went to go see them, and we find out that they've been moved to Arizona.
Yeah.
There was so much nastiness from the ICE agents for Steph and Hannah. Do we think that they moved them like on purpose? Was it just a coincidence? Like, why would they move them? Was it like
What,
to
the
F
parents?
them over? Yeah.
Just somewhere to hang them. It's like governments. Like, where do they have the space?
Right.
That's it.
But they were supposed to be at the facility nearby, 40 minutes away.
Yeah, but that doesn't. They say a lot of stuff, but that's just not the case. I mean, I don't think there's a specific reason, but I'm also not surprised. Real quick side note, though, shout out to all the Hondureños out there.
Yes.
I just want to let them know, you know, for the Latinos, they'll just be really proud to know that they got
Yeah.
their people on TV.
Yeah, for sure. Hondureños. Hondureños. Yes.
I'm like, I have no idea what anything means. What you say.
She's from Honduras.
Yeah, that's
Parents
are from Honduras.
Don't
Yeah.
look at me like that.
Honduran
It's just not, I
American.
feel like I don't see a lot of people on television, like Latinos or anything, that are, you know what I'm saying? Every time there's like a new country coming out, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Get
For
it.
sure, I agree.
Wait, you don't see a lot of Latinos on TV in
Well,
general?
if you
or
do,
from
I just feel like
Honduras?
there are a lot of Mexican Americans. So then there's not a lot of Central Americans that you see. And I think it's important for anyone who's out there from Honduras to be like, look,
Yeah.
just because you come from a little ass country in Central America and your family, or you don't
Right.
have, you feel like you don't have an influence in society, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Look at your girl right now killing the game.
Ah.
Hey.
Steph. Do we know where Jimena's from, the actress that plays her?
Yeah, she's her
Salvadorian.
parents. Yeah, Salvadorian.
Okay, I was gonna say because we comment all the time now.
I asked her already.
Yeah, I know. She's on it. She's on it.
Your geography.
I'm like, I know that's the first thing I do when Latina comes in here. I'm like, so where are you from? Do you speak Spanish?
Yeah.
Let me know your life.
Yeah,
We just like comment all the time on how much you guys look alike.
I know.
Yeah.
It's scary.
But also like looking at this episode 2 with Grace and her mom, like that actress and that mom look so much alike.
So
Unreal.
crazy.
How
Yeah,
do they do that?
good casting.
Right?
Really good casting.
It
Yeah.
cracks me up though that the mother is so little, because when we met Grace, or when we met, I forgot her name in real life, but when we met her,
Meg. I was like,
thank
wait.
you.
Oh.
She was also so like little.
Yeah. So,
So-
she's like super tiny.
But all the
Yeah.
girls are on this show.
Yeah.
Teeny tiny.
But
yeah.
I'm just saying, but the mom is, if you see them standing next to each other, the mom is shorter.
Yeah.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
In
she's
that
got
one
her
episode,
shoulder.
that one scene just
Yes,
now,
when
she was
hugged
like,
her. She like
was
hugged her
this.
mom around the neck. So I'm like, damn, mom.
It's crazy.
I mean, there's
notice
nothing
that.
wrong with it. I'm just.
Wow.
teeny tiny.
That's more representation for, never mind, I won't say that joke. Short people. Just kidding. Cut. Roll tape. Jimena has her court date this week, and we save her. Callie saves her by getting the video from the Conservative Student Union. That made me, I'm glad they put that scene in there, because having her talk to this conservative person and say that there's literally a life on the line, and have him say, that just doesn't work with my beliefs.
Yeah.
I don't care about her life. It felt so nasty, and yet millions of people make that choice all the time.
Yeah.
It's funny to see it in something like that, because as a new student in college, that's when you're the most impressionable, most, you finally figure out your own ideas and stuff. So it's almost hurtful to see someone young already start the basis of what they're going to believe in and what they're going in as something so negative.
Yeah.
Because those people end up and they vote for the people that we
Conservative.
don't like, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, I also had very strong opinions on college too, that now I look back on and I realize like, ooh, that was probably not like the most well-founded belief.
What do you mean? Like what you learned in college or what happened?
Opinions I had in college. I was never
sure.
conservative per se.
Right.
Right.
But just about like the criminal justice system and the way that like white privilege is ingrained in like our systems that like create the country. I don't think that I would have been able to listen to an argument like that in college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have
that's
been,
true.
but I also would have been dramatic and just unreasonable, because you're so young and fire. You're like, oh, I have a mind and I know how to use it now. So you get excited about those things. But
Yeah.
I literally
Probably turn into a debate.
hung signs
Right.
on my campus within 24 hours of being there.
You what?
What do they
Oh,
say?
did you?
I did.
Of course you did, Hannah. That's
Crazy nut job.
Wait,
Really.
wait, what did the sign say?
Well, I moved in early to my dorm, and they let me and my friends sleep outside because one of them didn't belong in our dorm. And so I put up signs all throughout the campus because it was one of the top 5 schools, like, with rapes. And they let 3 women sleep outside. So I hung signs all over campus.
Get it, girl. Yes.
That's amazing. I mean,
Okay.
gotta do what you gotta do.
You know, you go a little crazy when you have
that's-
freedom.
Right.
I don't know.
It's true, absolutely. But also that statistic is quite scary. So it's like,
Yeah.
oh great, thank you
That's
for
really
caring. Not.
And
Right.
likely
Yeah.
underreported.
Yeah.
Oh, son.
Were we not impressed by Callie's knowledge with like the Constitution and immigration rules too when they were having that debate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I know that somebody obviously writes these lines, but they are very thoughtful.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And they're like, and also the writers are thoughtful in like how much intelligence they give characters. So I was like, yeah, she's done her homework.
Yeah.
I like that side of her.
They're all far more intelligent than I was at that age.
Maybe am.
Currently. No,
I'm
still.
surprised because I feel like San Diego, growing up from there, I think San Diego is quite like conservative as well, though. As much as it's
really?
like laid back, it's still very, I don't know, because I just remember going to San Francisco like right after, high school, and then being like, oh my God, coming back home thinking that it was just so closed-minded and not anything like other cities.
In San Diego?
Yeah.
That's
But I guess like
crazy.
look at the bubble they're growing up in.
Yeah.
That
True.
house too.
Yeah.
Man. With Callie, she's been focusing on her art projects the whole time. In this episode, we see her doing a lot of video. Is there any way that her art project becomes like a video art project?
It could be. Remember the documentary? Didn't we predict that before?
Yeah.
A documentary with Jimena?
And I'm looking at
I was gonna say I feel like
I'm looking
she's
at Fernanda's
smiled a
face
little
right
bit.
now. I'm gonna just only call you that.
I know, right? Please do. Please do. I love it.
I'm like, if she smiles, we know.
I know.
Everyone pay attention. Tweet us.
Don't
I don't
smile.
know.
Don't
I
do
don't
it.
know.
Okay.
Have to wait and see.
I'm just saying. So at the end of the episode, Jimena moves into the house. One more lesbian in the house.
I know,
Hey.
I know, that's so great.
So crazy.
And another weird like love story moving into the house with Callie again. You know what I mean?
I think that's an
What do you mean
exaggeration.
another love story? Oh, because
first
the
it was Brandon
interaction.
and her, and now like Jimena seems like she's truly interested though.
I don't know.
No, I think that was. I
She
think
sees her as a
we're just so
friend.
dramatic for being like, oh my god, they kissed on the mouth. Like I think some people just do that in the
Right.
In
I
the
know.
Because they
moment.
didn't even make a big deal out of it.
They
after.
didn't.
They didn't like
No.
talk about it again.
But
so.
I felt like there was a flirtation when they were walking to the car from Jimena's side.
They're
Oh,
friends.
you think so?
I thought so.
Huh. I felt she was very cool and casual as she went to her. Okay, I'll see you later. Da, 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 no big deal. You know what? The discussion's gonna happen once she's in the house. We're gonna have a scene where they're gonna be like, "So, can we talk about that kiss?"
I think because where we are as a country in terms of our understanding of sexuality, the show will have to address it, because if not, the viewers will like never forget it. But I
Yeah.
cannot imagine it's anything big.
Right.
Right.
I think
Agreed.
Callie's gonna be like, you know what, I'm actually more interested in men. And Jimena says, yeah, I got that, I'm sorry. I was just so
Yeah.
excited.
Right.
Yeah.
Probably.
Who knows? Do we know Poppy's sexuality? Did she
What are you talking about? Can you not tell?
I don't even
With her
know.
hard eyes for
Jesus.
Jesus.
For real.
She's all like, "Damn, Emma, you get out of here!
Get out of
Get
here, yeah.
away."
It was she's some vulnerable moments though,
Yeah.
Poppy, and Jesus was the one taking care of her.
Yeah, Jesus is really there for her. So, I mean, I don't know.
And he's good at that.
He's really good at that, yeah.
It's also something. Oh, tell us
He's
more.
really good at that. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
He's like a foot taller.
Yeah, I know. Literally a foot taller.
If you guys feel like tweeting, by the way, I have my phone out if you want to do it. Tweet us, hashtag, what is it? ABTV Fosters. Or no.
ABT Fosters. Yeah, it's
Whatever, I'll see
just
it.
just add Steph.
At Steph, please. I can't do
Stephanie
that.
Giorgi, is it?
Yeah,
Don't
add
add Steph, the
Stephanie
name. Yeah, a few questions. Wait. I think that I like Emma. Because she's mature. So she didn't get mad when Jesus wanted to stay and like watch a movie with Poppy to take care of her, because she knows that that's the right thing to do.
Well, she was irritated, but that's very normal. She
Right,
just,
Yeah.
as a girl.
she reacted in a very
Yeah.
appropriate way.
Yeah, I think she's allowed to be. And I think it's really mature too, her speech at the end of like,
Yeah.
my best friend and my boyfriend are doing this and I want to do it too with
Yeah.
Derby.
Yeah, but did you see Poppy's face? She's like, nobody wants
Like,
me
girl,
here.
what are you doing here?
Which also made me sad though, because Jesus also is like, oh, but can I do this
Right.
by myself?
I mean, she was a wrestler though. And
That's
like,
why I'm excited.
Yeah.
Like, let me see Emma.
So
just
who
to-
knows? She
And
could,
you know
she could
she's
surprise
going to.
everyone.
Was she on dance team too?
She was. Oh yeah, she was.
For
yeah.
like a second.
She did a
yeah.
little bit of everything.
She's she's athletic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
She knows.
She-
She knows.
Yeah, I just like that she's mature. I think
Yeah.
that I like that Poppy made Jesus watch Whip It.
I know.
I know.
Whip It is like
Of
the
course.
L word on skates.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love that movie though. It's been a long time.
I
Once
love
I said
that
it, I was
show.
like, man, I need to watch that.
The L word was everything.
I haven't seen it, but I'm just guessing.
So good. There's Alina.
I've never
There's
seen that
Alina
movie.
on there too.
Really?
There's what?
Alina.
What's Alina?
Alina, like a character name, Lena.
Okay, sorry. There's like a Leo, and I was like, oh, are we doing horoscopes now? So like, what's Poppy's horoscope? What's her sign?
I know, right? I don't even know when she was born.
Wow.
Her birthday.
Don't say that out loud. That's
Oh my
really not done her research. Wow. I will say though that
Oh, someone said something good though. Love Josefina at Fina Juliana or Juliana, sorry, says I think Emma is keeping her enemies closer with joining her. Yeah, she's
Oh,
trying to keep an
yeah.
eye out on everything. That's true.
Oh yeah, and she's gonna take out her aggression like during.
Oh,
She's coming for you, yo.
She may. I don't know. Oh no.
I don't know. Poppy's tough.
I'm pretty. Yeah. I mean, she knows what she's doing on those skates. So I've been doing it for a long time.
I think
I don't know.
Well, Emma's just lonely, and as she
Yeah.
said it, She
wants to spend more time with her boyfriend and her friend.
She
Especially now
wanted
that
more
he's
attention
back.
from Jesus, like rightfully so, and she hasn't seen her best friend in a while.
Exactly.
She needs a new boyfriend and a new friend. That's the next show. I'm just saying.
Yes.
Something about maturity. I don't care. At one point, when Jesus and Emma were making out, and they're like, "We're alone." I was thinking about how amazing it is to have that house be alone with that many kids living in it.
Right, because it never happens.
However, Jude, I think, was sick upstairs
Yeah.
with the flu.
I forgot about that.
Right, the whole time.
That's true.
Is that? Are there just like too many characters? They're like, we're following the Poppy Jimena storyline, and we can't do one more.
Right.
Yeah.
We don't want to pay this actor's salary.
Yeah, because you haven't seen too much of Jude this season, I feel.
Last episode, but he has full episodes and we don't see him.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I think there's some drama on set. Can you make up a story?
Let's make it up. Let's see.
JK. So at the beginning of the episode, we learned that Lena has been made school principal.
Yeah.
That's very exciting.
Amazing. And her debut was wonderful.
Yeah.
Dude.
And her bathing suit.
Yes.
Stop.
She's so
For real.
amazing. She really is.
Let me find that bathing suit so I can wear
Chelsea-
it somewhere. Let me.
Did y'all see Wyatt check her out too as he walked
I
in?
know. Sure did.
No, I didn't.
Oh my God, he did it with
That
me.
happened.
How much I love Wyatt.
I love
I
him.
love
Bothers me
Wyatt.
though.
Why?
Because I don't want to. I want Matt. Matt has my heart.
Yeah.
I love Wyatt.
Well,
I'm down for
Seems
it.
like the Matt storyline's done.
I know, but that was just so sad. And I understand it and I get it, but just like, sweet boy.
It's kind of weird though that like Wyatt dated Callie, right?
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah.
way. That's, I don't know.
Also, Mariana has intelligence where Wyatt doesn't.
Okay, yeah.
Wyatt has intelligence. He just
Like
shows it in
Pilates
a different
intelligence.
way.
Yeah.
He teaches Pilates for a reason.
I think he's
more athletic.
Yeah, I think he's emotionally intelligent though.
He made a calendar for like 18 months in the future.
I think
I love that.
He knows what's up now. I feel like before he was, I don't know, like he like vamped himself or something.
Yeah.
Wait, you're voting for Wyatt. You're rooting
No,
for Wyatt.
I wanted Matt,
You
but
want
I'm just
Matt.
saying I really dig. Like I understand, the writers made it so that those who were like part of Mariana were like, oh my god, Wyatt is being so cute.
Yeah.
like he's saying all the
super
right
cute.
things. Don't come at me telling me about 70% of the world isn't. Yes, I want to fucking discover it with you. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I've never cursed on your
70% of the world is undiscovered.
It's undiscovered.
That can't be true.
But maybe
That's an
it
old
is.
fact.
Wyatt let us know. I'm like, well, let's find out together.
I would imagine it's including, the water.
Are you rooting?
Water.
Okay. Are you rooting for Wyatt too?
Yes. Yes.
Are you? Oh wait, are you still rooting for Logan? Is that why?
I am rooting for Mariana to get to know herself a little bit better.
Okay, I love that as well, but I
Yes.
just no.
You,
I like Wyatt.
why?
I
You want
don't.
to elaborate?
He's actually sexy right now too. I like
Yeah.
where his hair is.
He, like,
at.
cut his hair and
I like
everything.
how
God.
he's talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flirting with the coconuts. He's like eyes up here. I'm like, stop being so cute.
Exactly.
cute.
Right?
Very
So
sweet.
cute. He's funny and he's relaxed, and I think she needs a little bit more of that. And he's like he's really doing all of the right things, and
Yeah.
he cares about her, and also they kind of didn't have an ending. She like lost her virginity to him, and then I don't know. I just felt like he just disappeared, like because of life, and I kind of would like them to have a real chance at a relationship.
Okay, it is
Yeah.
impressive that we're now rooting for Wyatt after he caused so much drama 9 seasons ago.
Right?
I know.
Yeah.
Who are you rooting for Mariana?
I mean, I guess Wyatt, but I'm kind of on the same page with you. Like, I feel like all these kids always have someone, and I'm just like, can you
They
just
do.
be alone and just like find yourself,
Yeah.
Isn't that just
know.
TV though?
I know
Like,
it's TV, exactly.
if they
That's
don't have
funny.
a love
You have
interest,
to have
we're bored.
That's funny you
Sorry.
say that because someone said about your character that from the way I look at Poppy's character and the way she acts around Jesus, it's just like she's been on her own for so long that you're just clinging on to comfort with him. So maybe it isn't
Yeah.
a crush. Like just spend time with me
Right,
also.
right. Just like a good friend who's there for me.
I
believe you.
also
I don't believe.
I wouldn't believe that Poppy has maturity, and so she wouldn't start anything with her quote unquote foster brother.
Right, exactly.
You know, if Poppy messes this up and she has to leave the Foster's home,
Yeah.
where is she going?
Where is she going exactly?
That could
And
be
where's
a-
her sister going? Now
Right.
that she's out of the church.
Yeah, true.
Oh, I was gonna ask where they were before this, but they were their parents.
Yeah.
That's true. We saw Callie moving around home to home for a while, but equally traumatic to lose your home where you live with your family.
Yeah.
To now, like, she's living out of a suitcase with this other family.
Well, imagine the type of anxiety you
crazy.
get when you have been traveling and you're like, you just need your stuff. Like,
Yeah.
It creates like this anxiousness inside of you that you can't relieve unless you have your stuff, your bed.
Right.
Yeah.
But, and also, like, this is probably, like, in the weeds a bit, but how long will the parents be locked up for? We don't know. And so, like, they're not making money. They're not going to their jobs. They'll lose their jobs. They're not paying rent.
Yeah.
They can't send a rent check from jail, you know, if they even have a savings.
Exactly.
I got that New York Times alert yesterday that said that the average American doesn't have more than like $1,000 saved up in their savings. So, like, you know, that's their parents. Like, they're losing their apartment. They throw away everything. Look at them now.
Yeah.
What a downer.
I can't imagine also,
Think
like,
about my savings account.
being a kid and kind of knowing that you are housed and are surrounded by this great family, and then just not knowing what your parents are going through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and not being able to contact them and speak with them about it. Like, that would be an endless anxiety every second of the day.
Yeah.
But
you know?
also just like that comfort of safety and like, you just want to talk. And then also that's home. So when you don't even have that, again, it's like I can't even breathe easy.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
frustrating.
That's so sad.
Hopefully, though, with Lena's new job, she'll get that salary bump too.
Raise.
The family needs that.
Yeah, for real.
You know?
Like 50 kids.
Where are they sleeping?
Especially now with Jimena. Well, Grape's gone.
like
Don't they have the
share
bags?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe Jimena and...
Rooms.
That's a big house.
No, the back. They have Gabe's old room,
Oh,
possibly.
they do. You're
Oh,
right.
yeah. That's true.
Damn.
Maybe Jimena will be there. That's like the perfect lady lounge for her to bring girls back. I'm
True.
just saying.
That's right. Oh my God.
When we were this summer, we went to the set to hang out, you know, have a smoke.
That's awesome.
We were commenting on how like massive the house is.
Yeah.
And they were saying that that's why they put in the storyline in the second season about the parents giving the down payment and like not being able to afford the house, just to make it a little more realistic.
Oh, yeah.
Because and I appreciate that.
I agree.
We need to justify this house.
Seriously, though.
It's like every New York show you ever see where you're like, these 21-year-olds can't afford that.
I know.
I think it every time. It drives me bonkers.
When it's filmed in New York?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Stop it.
Or like I'd watch Girls and be like, that
The size
gorgeous
of this-
blue velvet couch.
Yeah.
How'd she buy that? She's a host.
And no, you didn't find it anywhere, not even a Goodwill.
No, people are wise now. They sell it on like Let Go or Craigslist or whatever. Like,
Right.
they're not gonna throw that on the street.
I saw anything else on Craigslist. Okay, let's talk about the prank. Grace and Grace's mom were being little drug pushers, and they pushed Brandon into this. How do we feel about the amount of sand they got in?
Oh my gosh.
Someone wrote, they're like, remember when you guys thought that they were burying someone?
I did. Well, no, I thought that they were gonna do a time capsule.
No, I know, and that's what
yeah.
they're laughing. And I'm like, yeah, I know, we mentioned that too. We were wrong. Just a senior
so
prank.
funny.
Jesus. Sorry.
That was an amazing scene with Marianne and Callie.
Yeah.
know.
It really was.
That level of sand would have taken hours.
Did you
Yes.
see how much they got in there?
Yes.
So
Stop.
much.
Yeah.
I don't even know how
No.
they cleaned it out.
Yeah,
Like,
right. The tarps broke. That's how much heavy.
Yeah.
sand was, like,
How many
didn't even work.
PAs did they hire for that?
God.
To get it in and out?
I don't even know.
Sucks so
One
badly.
day I'm gonna meet a PA. I'm like, oh, PA, what'd you do? There's like the sand episode. I know which one.
Yeah.
They're like,
I bet
we
you
had
got
4
paid
weeks
well,
to
didn't
work.
you? Exactly.
Oh my god. Well, then they have to like shoot the next episode in there. What if,
I
what if
know.
the sand stays all season?
Oh.
I would love that.
The show has such moments of like goofiness and like levity that are necessary, and so it was amazing to see Lena in the swimsuit.
Oh,
really
yeah.
was.
That was
Well,
amazing.
And kudos to Steph for giving her the advice. You know, let them know that you have a sense of humor. That was the best way, and they all clapped for her.
Yeah.
That's not what I was
Yeah.
thinking
What?
about like wearing a bathing suit though.
Oh,
Oh no.
neither was I, but I was like, okay, girl.
Yeah, right?
You got a sense of humor. You know, it's funny because I think that kind of helps too. With hopefully, I don't think everyone's just gonna be like, damn, she looked like, unless there's just like weird little hater children in there. I think that just made her really cool too. And when someone looks almost desirable and like nice, like it's more you're more compelled to look up to them or to follow or to respect them.
And you're like, damn,
exactly.
she's in on the joke.
Exactly.
Right.
It's like
And you can't play. You know, like, damn, she like.
yeah.
Gotta
Yeah.
not.
It's like a way of taking back the power. Then they know
It
they
is.
can't get to you.
That you do take the power.
Yeah. So they're like, well, nothing I can do can actually piss her off. I
That's
guess.
the new
so.
sheriff in town. That's right.
I also was so happy to see Talia before the show ends.
Right?
That's funny.
It was nice to see them all back.
I know. I feel like
It
we're like
was.
slowly like having our like goodbye moments. Like
know.
goodbye Talia,
Sad.
goodbye Matt.
I know.
Are we like cutting them out?
It's really sad.
And what's her butt?
Anna
Hair.
Grace.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, hair. She looked like she like got off set for Grease.
She looked
Like they got out of
she
rehearsal
did.
and
Right.
she came to school.
And she came, yeah, because I'm like, girl, you look fly right now.
When Grace had the moment with Callie about there's so many women, there's a girl here that Brandon slept with and it's so awkward, I don't want to talk to her.
Yikes.
Was that the writers reminding us of Bradley just to be like, hey, don't forget this?
No, it
that's
was
funny.
us reminding ourselves because it's true. That's the thing though. It's so because you can tell your partner about everyone else, but you can't tell them about your sister.
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying like the ulterior motive of the writers. Like,
Of course
was it
it's
funny?
to remind, but I think it's just like a joke for all the viewers. Like, man, we've been through this show for so long. Like, oh, remember when that happened?
Yeah.
Maybe they're gonna bring
That's
it
true.
around or do something, but I
Turn
doubt
it around.
That is crazy though. Now I was all about Bradley, and even in that moment, I was like, oh, girl.
I can't.
You
That's
shouldn't have
funny.
done
It's actually
It's kind of weird.
I always say
No.
something
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it is. I don't want to.
No, we loved it so much, but so much has happened afterwards that now you can
Now
see
you're
it as
just like,
something
oh,
like, why did that happen?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
But who knows? They might be. No.
But also, you just like don't risk everything for that. And by everything, I mean like food, water, shelter. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
literally everything. I just wouldn't be surprised if we saw something again.
Well, I'm wondering if Grace is ever going to know about that.
I feel like now she has to because they kind of brought it up in that way.
I don't know.
I just don't know why it would be brought up, but I'm just curious
Right.
what the reaction would be. How would she feel?
No, great.
Oh no, she. I feel like
that
she'd
would
pretty
that would be an
pissed.
odd conversation. Like,
Yeah.
wait, your sister you like share a home with?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, but at the time she was my sister.
Right.
That's also really impressive that now, like 5 seasons in, we don't care they're living together and think it's weird
Yeah,
as
right.
viewers.
True.
Interesting.
Right.
Interesting.
Well, it's so funny because you could always say she wasn't my sister at the time, or yeah, but we're not blood related. But then when you say that, it just like it discredits the family. So it's like it's almost hurtful. Like I feel
That's
like
true.
if I was her, I'd be like, no, you're right. It was weird, and it was at the beginning of when our family started. But I would never want to admit to the other part about us not being family, not being
Yeah.
blood related, because I don't think that plays a factor.
Because he has adopted siblings.
Right.
Of course, our family.
Exactly.
I was surprised to hear Brandon say "I love you" to Grace.
Oh yeah.
He
Had
said
they
that-
not?
I don't know, but it stood out to me because
It did stood out to me,
Jesus also
too.
said it to Emma this episode.
But it was very I love yous like alone.
Yeah.
Where we, you know what I'm saying? There was I love you, da 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 da. It was just I love you.
Mm-hmm.
Like it stood out for me as well.
Why did it feel like it was her real goodbye? Like, did anybody else feel that way? I was like, is she not telling him something? Is this like the end? Is this the end for her?
Oh, what do you mean? Because of her reaction when she looked at the presents?
Well, that and like something about her saying it in the car, like that it was going to be a few days. It just seemed so. And I know that it would be heavy.
Yeah.
Right, but it just seemed. I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, maybe.
But I don't feel like they're gonna kill her off. I really don't. So I'm like, wow, and that was a little bit heavier than I would have liked.
I don't know that we need to have her fate determined on this show.
I don't.
Yeah.
Agreed. Like I don't.
Also, because I've already killed off Steph in my mind,
Exactly.
I don't kill off
Oh
Meg
my
too.
God.
You guys.
she's dying.
But she's seeing a therapist.
dying.
She's seeing a
She's dying.
therapist, right? Is that what she said?
Oh, she has like anxiety.
Yeah, I thought that she was gonna see a therapist and like she was like gonna skip it because she was sick. Mm-hmm. Can someone tweet at Steph and tell them if I'm lying or not?
No, that's good. That's correct. But I can't remember why.
I think it was for anxiety before she has a heart attack and dies. Just to wrap up the Grace storyline though, on this show, not the show. I thought the jar was really sweet.
Oh,
Oh,
the jar was
yeah.
so sweet.
It's thoughtful.
I love them together.
Oh my god, the writers are so I mean, Brandon are so thoughtful.
So good.
I love that.
I love them.
So let's talk about Jenna, my favorite character.
Oh, she's hilarious.
I hear she's like that
Literally my
on
favorite.
set.
Uh-huh.
I hear she's like that
Oh,
on set.
that's her. That is who she is. She's
Yeah,
that's
obnoxious, just so.
She just
funny.
reminds me of like Can't
I
Stop,
love
Won't
her.
Stop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
that's
love
just
her.
That's how she is.
She's a good personality. Yeah.
and don't want to stop.
And she did not care to be like, you should go. 2 times now I've said this. Please go.
My favorite acting moment of the show was when they put the martini down in front of her face and she looked at it like, oh my God, the love of my life is here. And she was so happy.
I didn't even notice that. How did I miss that moment?
Her face lit up and I was like, yes, girl, yes. And I felt seen. I felt so seen. That's how I look at old fashions.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? Oh, oops.
Okay, so I'm mad though because we did not get an answer when Tess came over to talk to Steph, and Steph confronted her. It was a little bit rude, and Tess was like, all right, well, I'm gonna go. We didn't get an answer to, are you exploring your sexuality? Are you trying to figure it out? Is this just a friendly thing and you're a woman who touches her friend's wrists, which is totally okay? I touch your shoulder, not your wrist.
Whatever.
You know, like, I want an answer from Tess.
Right.
I feel like I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Like, what does it feel like to come out to people, you know?
And I felt like Steph actually doing that was kind of shutting down Tess feeling comfortable to talk about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
She looked so happy and giddy for just a moment.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's just because already Steph has so much on her plate and she went through that. And as much as like you should feel comfortable and, you know, follow your heart, it's like, you know what though? This is a big deal. Yeah. And it's going to be a big deal. And it's going to affect a lot of people. It's exhausting to think about. Yeah. And that's not to say that she shouldn't come out, but.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I don't need her to make a decision right now of like, I'm a lesbian, I'm bisexual, I'm this or that. But I just wanted to hear her side of things. Like just to where she is right now in the moment of, I don't know. Or I'm figuring it out.
Exactly.
Or I've never dealt with this before. Or
what if she's saying that she's just not? Sorry.
What?
What were you about to say? What was your
maybe I was gonna say, or she says like, you know, I actually have like dated a girl in college, and like I got overboard with Jenna, but I'm actually really happy with my husband.
Yeah. Right. Either that, or they're already having issues, or maybe she just isn't.
Or what if she's bi?
Yeah, maybe it's about. Maybe it's just like a fun thing. Like I'm flirting because I enjoy it, but
yeah,
I don't want to be with Dean, and it has nothing to do with Jenna.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that Lena was like, I don't care.
I know.
I'm not doing this again.
I loved more so that Steph at the end of Lena saying all of that was like, how much did you drink tonight?
Oh, did she? Oh,
yes.
Then you shouldn't care either. But I was like, yep, good. Say that to her right now.
Is there anything else to say about that stuff?
It's her. I think sometimes it bothers me because I see that it bothers Steph a little bit because it's what she missed out on. That was like her first love. You know, so
dating?
No, Tess. I think that part of her, you know,
is just pissed about it.
You know, had she maybe had a little bit more with Tess, maybe she wouldn't have married, you know, Mike or and all of that wouldn't happen. I don't know.
And there's
I could tell, especially when it comes to high school. For some reason, because we were children, it was part of our innocence. When we didn't know, and it was the first time we felt things. We always hold on to those, like grudges, or not a grudge, but just the sentiments.
And there's probably some sense of resentment because it's like Steph wanted to be with her when she was in high school, and probably Tess made her feel silly and kind for being that way, and like ended their friendship instead. So then years later, for her to be like, well, I may actually like women.
Right. And you want to come around, be my neighbor, and try to date my friend? Get out of here.
Right. Yeah.
Where were you in high school?
Yeah.
It's also like the competitive nature of Jenna. It's like, if I didn't get her, you didn't. You know?
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Poor Jenna.
I don't know, like the way that Steph told the Tess story originally, it was like we would sit on my couch and cuddle. So it sounds like Tess was open to it there.
Well, they definitely, like, I'm sure they touched each other a little bit more than what's normal, and that was the only thing that was there. And then when it was to be verbalized, that's when she
Peace
out.
It's complicated. That's why that's why if like the LGBTQ, we say Q is for queer or questioning.
Oh, yeah.
Because
it's a thing.
Answers don't come right away.
Yeah, exactly.
Should we fast forward to what we saw in the preview for next week?
Before we do that, there was one that I liked. They tweeted something that the writer said, because someone asked, will there be any Callie and Brandon again? Need that. And they said some great Callie and Brandon stuff coming down the pipeline, which I believe, who said that there was going to be a big scene?
That was Jillian said that.
Right.
Because she kept saying that they go back to Idlewild.
Yes.
Idlewild. Is it Wild or Wild?
Wild.
Wild. Okay.
That's our hypothesis.
Oh, okay.
I'm like,
I can't say much. But
She almost said, "How'd you guys know?"
Tell us this: will Poppy be around for the rest of the season?
Yeah,
Oh,
she
great.
will. Yeah,
That's exciting.
It's so
Excellent.
exciting. Yeah, she'll be around for a few more episodes. But yeah.
Man, what a great role. So in next week, I mean, seriously.
Yeah, no,
It's like so like lucky.
yeah, I know. It's crazy.
You're like the roller derby girl's like sister.
Yeah.
And now you're at the storyline.
Actually,
crazy.
You mentioned something earlier when you said that you had gotten the role. You said that it was nothing like you. What did you mean by that?
Yeah, so like, I mean, roller derby, first of all, I'm like, I've only ever rollerbladed in my life. I never roller skated. And I remember them saying, they were like, so can you skate? And I was like, yeah, I can skate, whatever. And then when I got the role, they were like, okay, we're gonna have like practices like with serious roller derby girls. And it was so challenging, and I was like, oh my God, this isn't me. Like, I was literally like panicking because I was like, I've never done this before. But I do feel like I can relate to Poppy on some level, besides like the roller derby thing.
Well, how do you feel about the whole the DACA thing, like being a Latina? And
Well, that too. So, I mean, like in my own like personal like real life, I never had to deal with that. Like, luckily, my parents, you know, they did come to the U.S. So
they're
I guess-
naturalized citizens, right?
Right, exactly. So, you know, their citizenship, it was like really quick for them. It wasn't like a process or anything like that. But we do know people who, you know, were deported or, you know, things like that. And so it is, I mean, I feel like it's such a touchy subject. Like, you know, getting into politics and stuff like that can just turn into a huge debate. But, I mean, it's such a sad situation. It really is. And I feel like playing this character, I learned so much about just like the entire situation, and it's sad. It really is. It's heartbreaking.
I think that everyone's learning about it too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Especially like because it's happening like right now. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah. And there's been a massive learning curve for everybody.
Yeah.
It's scary.
It's so.
We're in the
So-
moon of Aquarius right now, so the world is we're in a time where people are going to start coming together, connecting and collaborating and working like as like a group.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. So
I'm an Aquarius.
Well, that needs to happen
Oh,
faster.
that's awesome.
I know. But it is happening. I mean, I personally, I don't mean to sound like a little cuckoo here, but I feel the shift.
I feel the shift as well.
I really do feel it happening.
Last thing to mention about the show is that we did see I don't know if he's from ICE or immigration, but the man in the black car.
But why? Well, what's wrong? Why is he so mad? Like
Why is he following Callie?
He's making it personal.
Yeah. And
'Cause
why
he's
follow
trying to find
Callie?
something out.
I don't understand.
Because he's mad that this little white girl helped him, and then he's probably just still trying to get Jimena. Because
Yeah.
he's like, oh, there's Mexicans. I don't know what he thinks. That's me pretending to be a white man.
No. I feel like it's kind of like, you know, the people who don't they don't agree with what's happening.
Right.
It's the whole like DACA status stuff. So
And if they might take it out on Jimena or
Right.
Callie, we don't know.
It really does look like a personal vendetta. Because
Yeah.
they made him look like a damn fool the entire time. So
he was like such a creeper.
I
Like, just
know.
following
Look
them.
Yeah, that's really scary. Also, we haven't seen something like that. We haven't seen like that in a while from
Yeah.
the show.
Yeah.
We don't know his intentions. Crazy.
True.
In the preview for next week, we see that Aaron is in jail or prison and might be locked up for something.
Right.
I cannot believe that they're tackling this just
Yeah.
because there's such a massive issue with trans people in the prison industrial complex. And I know that he was saying that he's going to go to like the men's prison, but there's a really massive problem where they don't.
regardless of your gender identification or
Yeah, where they-
if you look a little soft.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
I'm saying that like there's a massive problem, pretty much trans women, but like where they put you in the gender that you were assigned at birth, not your gender identity, and so that's like a huge problem. So like it's good that Aaron is gonna be in like men's prison. It seems like so far, but that also has complications as he like alluded to.
Right, because he said that they're going to do a strip
Strip,
search.
yeah.
So once that happens, they'll know. And
They'll
then
start asking questions.
People will feel some type of way.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
there's a lot of stigmas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. And there's a lot of people, unfortunately, in that institution that are uneducated and very ignorant. So they're going to go to the hate side of it rather than the understanding side of it.
In that institution and in the real world
Right,
everywhere.
of course.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
It just shocked me because we're dealing with this whole DACA storyline, and I was like, oh, and we're now tackling this as well.
Right.
Poor Aaron. That really is frightening.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
That's like terrifying, actually.
Yeah.
So much.
I have no idea what to expect with that storyline.
No, either.
Does anybody have any predictions of what they think's gonna come up? Hannah, I'm looking at you.
Well,
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
I love that little intro. Well, I think that Aaron going or being arrested, it seems like he's already in prison, which is very confusing to me because usually you go to jail first.
Well, he's at a county jail, so that's where they just put him in there first. Then they process them, and that's why they have the phone call. That's it.
But I sense, since Callie's calling him an Iceman, if he is with Ice, which I think he is.
Iceman. I think we're talking about X-Men for a second.
Yeah, right.
I was like, where are we?
No. I assume that Aaron going to jail has something to do with maybe him stepping in and helping Callie, or like coming to the rescue and ends up being detained instead. But I don't.
Because he's not in high school, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I thought he was in college in New York. When's he going back?
No.
Did I make that up?
No, he's in law school, I thought.
In New York, though,
In
right?
San Diego, no.
Oh.
Or am I tripping?
Well,
no,
he doesn't study enough. My friend's in law school, I
I
don't
feel
see.
super wrong right now with the look
He's
that Fernanda
like,
just gave me. So please don't listen to me.
I'm like, I mean, that's news to me. I was just like, I was shocked. I didn't know it was.
Oh my God.
She's like, I am shook right
Coming
now.
I'm shook to the core. I'm shook to the core.
Steph, what do you think is coming up? Anything coming up you looking forward to? Besides what we said, besides Steph's death?
I want to see how Jesus really does feel about Emma. If it's because he needs the space, or if he thinks it's just like kind of creepy.
Okay. Yeah.
Who knows?
Cool. Poppy, what do you feel about Steph's death? Are you
Like, wait, Steph, I don't know. I mean,
No.
just because her anxiety?
Oh, right. That's what she
know.
thinks she's gonna die.
Don't play dumb.
I don't know.
She's playing dumb.
Oh no, I decided she's having a heart attack, didn't you know?
No, there's something in her lungs, man. She's having a hard time breathing. She's coughing a lot. She's losing her breath. It's something in her lungs.
Anything you're looking forward
her
to
heart.
for Poppy that you can share? More derby. Winning the
More
derby
derby,
match.
yeah.
Not a match. What is it? A meet? A game?
What is it? Yeah, it's a derby match.
Match.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't
I'm
put
like,
you on the
wait,
spot.
hold on. I think so, yeah. Yeah, no, more derby. Definitely more derby. More moments with her and her sister. I can say that because I feel like they've had like their own separate, moments, but you'll definitely see more of them together. And I mean, that's about all I can say.
Oh,
Jesus time.
Oh my god. Oh, that Jesus time.
Yikes.
Jesus does like the Latinas.
I know,
so.
right? Yeah. So
He likes
we'll see.
everybody.
He likes
does.
everyone.
Yeah, because
He
Emma,
does.
I was just thinking, I'm still stuck on
Haley.
Lexi.
Oh,
Haley.
yes,
first one.
that's right. Yeah.
Bianca Santos. She hasn't come back yet. Wait, was she deported? No, they decided to leave.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh man, this is the character, not the actress. I know I said Bianca's name. Let's leave it there with deportation.
Right.
Nandy, thank you for being here.
Thank you all so much for having me.
Yeah, we love your
Thank you.
insights. If people want to find you, is Instagram the best place to send them?
Yes,
Tell us
Instagram,
one more time.
Nandy Martin.
Fantastic. What about you, Steph?
You can find me on Twitter at Stephanie Giorgi, on Instagram at the Stephanie Giorgi.
Hannah?
And y'all can find me on Instagram and Twitter at the Hotshot Dude.
Awesome, and I tweet from @JeffMasters1. I also host the interview podcast LGBTQ&A, and we had a porn star on today. Hello, but we also have very refined people too. We had a woman who is running for lieutenant governor in Hawaii, and she's trans, and she wins. She'll be the highest-ranking trans official. So her name is Ken Coco. If you prefer a little more refined people, we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.